everyone, my name is ZeBirdBrain, and today we are talking about character design. Well, not exactly how to design a character, but more how to efficiently do it inside Harmony. So I understand that not every production can have their design team working directly in Harmony. People are used to other softwares, and that's totally fine. In big productions, usually, like the design team never heard of Harmony. But if you're in a smaller team, perhaps working on your own indie game or your own short film, you might want to start designing already in the software, because there is a lot of advantages in pre-production using the software that you're going to use in production, because then you can test out a few things like compositing, and you can play, for example, with the pencil tool. You can try to find the right texture right from the start. And also when you do your palettes, you will already have them for later. And it's also just great to play with these palettes to find some colors that you might want to change or something. And if you're trying to design other poses, then just being able to go to the next frame and keep drawing, it's just fun. I like it. I like to design in Harmony. I've been doing it for lots of years. So yeah, today I will just show you a few tips on how to do character design in Harmony. So what we're going to see together are the alignment guides, which is a feature you can find into the toolbar here. And I'm also going to show you how to create this sheet that you see here. So first, the alignment guides. So to find them, you right-click in your toolbar, you're going to find alignment guide. It's supposed to be a bit further away, but mine is on top because I already used it. And in this toolbar, you're going to see the eye here that is going to show and hide your alignment guides. You have a lock, you can also clear them. And here are the buttons to add them. There is a vertical alignment guides and an horizontal one. I'm going to click on the horizontal ones, and then you should see these blue lines appear in your screen. You can move them with the transform tool so that you can put them on your character and place them where it counts, so that when you trace the other sides of your character, everything is aligned and well. Just like that. If you just go to a new drawing layer and you start to draw, then you can just draw your character. But I am not a character designer, so I will not be doing that. So this is it for the alignment guides. If you want to move them, remember it's with the transform tool. If you want to get rid of only a few of them, you can take them, and if you place them further away than the camera is, they will vanish. And by camera, I mean like your window. Like if you place them further than your window here, it's going to disappear. And that's it for this part. Now I'm going to show you quickly how to work with the square perspective guides to make your little sheet here. So before I had the cleanup, I had a sketch, and I made this sketch using the guides. So I'm gonna go here, press on guides. If you don't have that, you can find it in the plus view. If you don't know how to use guides, I have a tutorial about them, so you can check them out. But here I have my guide view. I'm gonna activate it, and the guide that I'm gonna choose is the square grid. I'm gonna show you this with my drawing tools here. When I have my square grid, it shows you kind of like these sheet of paper you use in your math class. So I'm gonna make a new one, square grid. And if you want to edit the zoom of these lines, you can just use the slider here to get them more or less big in your screen. And then you can use these to kind of organize your thoughts. They're great for title cards as well, if you ever wondered. But I use them a lot to make little templates like these because I like to be organized. So I'm gonna remove this one just to start fresh, get a new drawing layer. This is gonna be my rough. And then with your brush and your activated Align with Guide button, you can just start to trace what you want your future guide to look like. And it's fun because you don't have to press on shift or anything. Like the lines will always be straight because you're in your perspective guide mode. Don't forget to lock it if you don't want to move them by mistake. And yeah, so you can say, oh, I'm gonna have a spot here for my logo, and maybe here I want to include the name of what it is, and here my episode. So you can start to kind of plan how your layout will be. I like to give myself a little border here so that when I print it, it's not so bad. You can have a straight line here for where your rotations will be. And then once you're done with your little sketch, you can deactivate the guides and just write what everything will be. So maybe this is the logo, the episode, and the name of the character. I mean, you can do whatever you want with those. And that will be it for my plan. Then I can just make a new drawing layer to create my real template. So if you actually take time to clean up your model, you would have something like this. And the great thing is that you can take that template and you can put it in your library here. If you don't know how to use a library view, I have a tutorial about it. But then you can make yourself a little folder or anything, and you can make a little folder. I'm gonna put mine on my desktop, and you can just click and drag that template to have it be a template that you can bring back to do many more characters. Just be careful to remove any palette that you're not going to use, because otherwise your template is going to take them with it. So be careful with that. And that's it. So what I like to do with these templates is to have this on my underlay. so that I can write on my line art. If I have this deactivated and I erase, I'm not gonna erase my template. And I can just do that on the same layer, so it makes less layer to take care of. And then you just have to rename this with the new character name. And you have your little template that you can use. And with that, I wish you an amazing day, and I'll see you again next week. Bye bye!